striker, standing 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing officially 149 3/4 pounds. He brings a professional record, 2 victories, no defeats. Joining us from Tampa, Florida, here is the undefeated Sebastian Wolverine Angel.
My name's Sebastian Angel. I got into MMA through my cousin JT. He said, why don't I try it out? I said I'd give it a shot. Ended up being good at it. So that's pretty much how I got started on that. Explosive, exciting, entertaining, and just full of surprises. I know he's a good wrestler. I wish him the best of luck. You know, I plan on fighting hard. That's what I came here to do. And hope he's ready. Knockout or submission. That's pretty much it. My motivation is myself, my family, and I got a little baby on the way, so this one's for my unborn son, Ever Angel. So I'm ready to get this one for him.
Awesome, guys. Next fight of the evening, fighting out of the red corner in Tampa, Florida. 24 years old, standing 5 feet 5 inches tall, 2-0 record, Sebastian Angel, 149 3/4.
And his opponent tonight, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing identically 149 3/4 pounds. As a professional, his record 3 victories and 2 defeats. Fighting out of and representing Miami, Florida, here is Patrick Willians.
My name is Patrick Williams. I got started in MMA because of my wrestling abilities. I was recruited to Arizona State University, and I was able to wrestle with some of the best in MMA right now. Cain Velasquez, Ryan Bader, C.B. Dalloway, Aaron Simpson, and seeing their success in MMA has driven me to pursue mine. Tomorrow you can expect edge of your seat action, a lot of precision, a lot of movement, and a very, very exciting fight. I know my opponent, he's very scrappy, pretty good in jiu-jitsu. It's a last-minute fight. I know he'll be a lot heavier than me, but I expect in this fight, I expect a war in the cage. I see this fight ending by submission or a knockout. What motivates me in MMA right now is just my sheer talent. I feel like I have to do something with my talent. I don't just want to sit down and leave my talent on the back burner. And I fight for my family. I have a wife and 2 kids. So right now, I'm doing this for them to better their lives.
They come on stage. 30 years old, standing 5 feet 8 inches tall. 3-2 professional record, Patrick Williams.
149 3/4, Patrick Williams.
And welcome back, everybody. It is time for our next matchup. This is a catchweight match at 150 between Sebastian Angel in the black trunks and the gentleman you are looking at right now, Patrick Williams, getting his final instructions from referee Jorge Alonso. This one's scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. There's a good look at the Wolverine. Sebastian Angel looking very intense. Pat Williams gets his last sip of water from his corner. And this one's scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. It's been a great night of fights so far, guys.
Yes,
Absolutely.
sir, it is. And a full House of Stars. UFC fighter Melvin Gillard is in the house, as we have mentioned, Bellator fighter.
CFA.
A great night of fights so far, guys.
Absolutely.
Sir, it is. And a full House of Stars. UFC fighter Melvin Gillard is in the house, as we have mentioned, Bellator fighter Eddie Alvarez in the house, and also Alex Bruce Leroy Caceres is in the house.
It's a who's who here tonight in Miami.
Absolutely.
Hope you guys are following the action on Twitter at CFA Fights and hashtag CFA Fights. Sebastian actually was introduced to MMA by a family member, guys, and that kind of got him started. And Patrick Williams actually was on the team in the Arizona State University wrestling team with Cain Velasquez, Ryan Bader. All those guys have made it big in a nice professional run in MMA. Williams, now 30, says that after much success of teammates like Velasquez and Bader, said he had to try it himself.
Williams decides not to jump onto Angel, who had gone down. He wants to stand up for a while. Feels maybe he has the better hands. Angel kickboxing out of Tampa under Bill Banks. I can tell you, Bill Banks, a very good instructor, guys, out of Tampa. Puts out some real good fighters.
Well, that's exactly what he's doing, guys. He's basically keeping Patrick Williams. He's actually keeping his guy with his kickboxing off of him. There we go, back in the nice knee to the face.
And that one caught Angel. He's licking his wounds there, literally.
Pat Williams with a nasty knee there, right face. Sebastian Angel, tough guy. He took that Superman punch, caught with a nice right there by Pat Williams.
Williams has a nice high knee, doesn't he? He's got that kind of flying knee style. Very athletic. Angel goes for the inside leg kick, missing. Patrick Williams, two-time state champ, open national champ, two-time national qualifier.
Look like he's definitely dominating with his timing kicks and punches, setting up a flurry of punches, frustrating his opponent is Patrick Williams. Sebastian Angel better start covering up, better start closing the distance, grab onto his opponent, bring him to the cage, not keep this fight in the center of the cage, Jay. He's going to get knocked out.
Sebastian,
yeah, he's got to tighten things up and get this thing ugly.
Sebastian actually took this fight this week, guys. Would you believe that? So
wow.
And he said that he was prepared for any fight. Wow, wow.
Gets caught with that straight right.
That one knocked him in the head a couple of times.
Nice.
Oh, that one caught him. That was tricky.
Opponent.
Wow, that was tricky.
Butterfly, guys. Might be seeing some.
Oh, the knee. Oh, he's dangerous.
Knee.
Oh, those knees. There's 4 unanswered knees, 5 knees to the face by Williams.
Count, guys.
Oh, Williams is a dangerous fighter. Wow.
Man, what about Sebastian Angel just putting up with this? What a tough guy.
Definitely.
Very tough guy. This guy's taking like 6 unanswered knees straight to the face.
Wow, that's a lot of heart coming from Sebastian.
The Superman punch from the Wolverine.
Wow. Patrick Williams
amazing.
definitely controlling the stand-up game.
Sebastian busted open in his mouth as he's bleeding.
Did you guys see that tricky right uppercut? He feinted. Looked like he was dodging a punch and actually was setting up the right uppercut.
Well, you know, Patrick Williams has been setting up feints all night, Jay, and I think that's what's actually been
rolled right into the choke, guys.
Let go, but he wants to go back
He
on
wants
his
to
feet. He wants to knock his opponent out.
He's tricky, guys.
I'll tell you this, Jay. Sebastian Angel better keep his hands up and keep that left shoulder up high.
He's trying to shake the cobwebs right there. You saw him shake that, and there's the blood from that earlier knee when he was licking his wounds. That was actually early on in the fight, and he's lucky his face isn't more torn up.
I'm wondering if any of those teeth are inside that mouthpiece. Wow.
Yeah, 5 unanswered knees halfway through this opener.
Hey, you know, Williams, who was, like I said, he was in the Arizona State University team. We haven't seen too much of his wrestling skills. There's been some knockout and knees from Patrick Williams.
Oh, absolutely. He definitely wants to keep this on his feet, listening to his corner saying kick the legs.
Guys, I want to know who the heck beat Williams. He's got a 3-2 record. Who are the 2 guys who beat him?
Well, actually, his last loss came by submission, and he said the reason he lost that fight was because he got it within a few weeks, so he didn't have enough time to train. And that's most of his fights, he said. But now he changed his training around, and he feels a lot better as a fighter.
Very smart fighter. He is waiting. He is not throwing shots that don't need to be thrown. He is just waiting on his opponent, taunting him.
Yep. And that's one thing he told me, Zed and Jay, that he predicted in this fight that he was going to be more calm. Just wait for it. He's not going to take the initiative. Just stay back, and when he had to connect, he'll connect. And we're seeing that tonight.
Good counter fighting from Williams.
Whoa.
Oh, that right hurt Angel. Oh, and Angel tagged right on the bell.
And he's bleeding profusely from the nose, guys.
Well, Sebastian Angel just caught this last second knee right on the bell. Wow. He's getting stood up. I continue, but referee, you know, fighter safety always. I think our lovely ring girls are a little confused trying to announce round 2, but this will not go to a round 2. Fight doctor still attending here.
Williams' animal side
Sebastian
definitely came out tonight. Fishes, knees, punches. The guy was all over Sebastian. And we're looking at the replay right now. Look at that hit right there, Zen. Knocking Sebastian off quite a bit. But, you know, you got to give credit to Sebastian hanging in there.
Oh, absolutely. That's what I said from the beginning. This kid's a tough kid. I think if he would have taken this fight to the ground and dominated kind of like the previous fight we just saw with Baez.
Wow.
But
well, you know,
definitely.
He promised fireworks, and that's what he gave the fans here tonight at the Bank United Center, CFA 6. Here we go again, the replay. He goes for a jab, he misses. Williams ducks in. No, we missed that one there, but he swung.
You guys have a dangerous fighter on your hands. Holy.
Knocking him out of Coral Gables.
Yeah. He also caught him with a couple of flying knees coming in.
I mean, it was a flurry of knees, cornering him up.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of round number 1, referee Jorge Alonso calls a halt to the bout under the advice of the physician at cage side due to a broken jaw.
Whoa!
Declaring your winner
wow!
TKO victory, Patrick the Animal Williams.
Well, there you have it, Pat Williams with the win, and this crowd goes crazy. And here's Jordan J. Adams getting ready to interview our winner.
Come on back here with my friend. All right, I'm here with the Animal, Patrick Williams. Patrick, I just went over to your corner to tell them, as if they didn't know, that they had a very dangerous fighter on their hands. Patrick, you look so good in this fight. You look so sharp. Your hands were crisp. They were finding their mark. And the knees, 5 or 6 unanswered knees about halfway through the opener. And probably most importantly, the growth that we saw in this fight compared to some of your earlier fights where you felt like you were rushing things, you were wading in, and you were getting caught. This time you counter-fought, and you showed a lot of patience in there, and it really paid off for you.
Yeah, first of all, I'd like to thank all my coaches, everyone that helped me train for this camp. I trained real hard. I personally want to thank CFA and George for getting me this fight. I went through like 5 or 6 opponents. But as you were saying, my first opponent I trained hard for. I figured by this time I should be ready. The style I want to fight has already been grown into me. It took a little bit of fights to get that experience I needed. But I feel like I'm headed in the right direction. I have to give big props to my coach and everyone at Full Contact for that.
Let's walk us through the fight real quickly. You had a real game, tough opponent in there. This kid kept coming back. I don't know what kept him on his feet. He's got a very, very steel jaw there until the very end when you caught him right on the bell with that head kick, and that's what finished him off. But I'm sure you want to give props to him. He was a real gamer.
Yeah, I knew I had him defeated when I kneed him one time, and he kind of got up and his mouth was all bloody, and was moving his jaw around. And I knew with him I had to break him. He was a very tough opponent. Like I said in the interview, he was real scrappy. And I also would like to give a personal thank to Sebastian for taking this fight on a very, very short notice, guys. Everybody give it up for Sebastian Angel.
2 days. I'm seeing from his cornerman is saying it's 2-day notice. He deserves major props. 2 days notice. There were not a lot of guys who wanted to step in with Patrick for this fight. He stepped in. So what's next for you?
Next, go back to the drawing board, train hard, and looking for fights. I'm fighting my way to get in, to let everyone know I'm working hard, all right?
I'm thinking that George might want to keep you around here, though, for a few more fights after that demonstration in here. One more time for the animal, Patrick Williams.
Well, Zan, you know, one thing I want to share with you and for the folks watching us on the website.
I would love to see it, Roman, I'll tell you, because being in the sport myself and being a former coach and cornerman, also a former competitor, I'll tell you, no one can really understand what it takes unless you're in that cage of training, to become a fighter, to be a fighter. You know, what these guys put into their whole heart and soul. Some of these guys come into the gym in the morning. You've seen them. You come in. These guys fall asleep. They're on the mats to the evening training. They live, eat, breathe MMA.
An impressive victory for Patrick Williams. Talk us through that.
Well, that fight, I prepared very hard. I went through 4 or 5 different opponents. So it was pretty difficult for my training camp to get a game plan for this guy. But we decided just to go in there and throw everything I have and, and see where it went from there. I knew he was pretty good in jiu-jitsu, so I wanted to stay off of the ground. That way I can keep my momentum up and not give him any type of momentum in this fight.
Well, the stand-up was pretty nasty. It was knees, it was elbows, it was Superman punches that both of you guys got rocked a couple times in that first round. You didn't know who was going to go down. You came out victorious with that, and I believe broke his jaw.
Yeah, I felt one pretty clean knee go through, and I felt his jaw give way on my knee, so I knew he was in trouble. And right afterwards, he started. Usually, whenever you break a fighter's jaw, they start opening their jaw because it feels a lot different. When I seen him doing that, I knew I had to go in for the kill.
Go in for the kill. Well, again, congratulations. Is there anyone out there that you want to thank that helped you get to where you are right now?
I want to thank Full Contact down in Homestead, my coach, Feliciano Bocanegra, my wife, Vanessa Williams, and my 2 kids, Vanessa Williams and Thalia Williams. They were behind me the whole time. And I would like to thank my opponent for taking this fight. My last opponent actually pulled out of the fight. Some issues with his fights. And this guy, Angel Sebastian, he stepped it up. He came through. I want to thank him for that because I spent all my wife's money and our rent money trying to make it to this fight. So it was a blessing to have this fight.
CFA.